Hi, um, this is Unconventional RC. Um, I am going to be fixing up my arrma senton. I actually wrecked it today. Um, one of the suspension arms broke. I replaced it, and it broke like 20 minutes after the first one broke. And it was dark, and I hit a railing, looked like where somebody had an old sign, and it was dug in the ground, and they didn't cut it down to the ground level, so the pole was still up off the ground, and I didn't see it, and my car hit it. My armor senton hit it head on at going around 35. And I mean, it hit it hard. And the left suspension arm was the first one to go. And for some reason, with the armor senton, the arms breaks so easily. I mean, you could tell if I could get the camera to do right. They break right at them spots every single time. I actually got some metal suspension rods, but they are made for the back of the RC. And I don't want to use metal suspension rods because they tend to break very easily. The metal ones will break anything on here very easily, is what I meant to say. These don't give. Plastic gives. But I expect the plastic to give, but not break. And they are breaking. They are breaking really easily. So tomorrow I am going to Hobby Barn in Jefferson, North Carolina. And they have a ton of RC cars. They have arrma parts, Traxxas parts, and I'm going to try to get some parts from there. If not, for precaution, my wife is going to order the suspension arms I need off of Amazon, just in case Hobby Barn does not have it. Or I might go to the mall in Winston, North Carolina, and Haynes Mall, and they have a shop there that has tons of RCs too, and I might get a part from there. I don't know about that yet. But until then, I am going to be cleaning my RC truck. It needs it really bad. I mean, there's leaves all over my workbench. There's dirt all over the place. I got the battery still on. I need to unplug it. I had to take a break. It got very frustrating earlier to have to work on, because not only did it break my suspension arm, but it also broke my shock. As you can tell, it's still on there. I've not took it off yet, but it broke at them same spots again. But this time it was the left arm, which is labeled right here on the edge. If I could turn it, you can see that L. But it broke the arm. Now I have been having trouble out of this suspension. I have no problem. I got extra right here. I don't have a spring yet for it, So until then, I have been using these pieces to take up the slack for the spring. The spring popped out about a year ago and I could not find it. It came off. This end of the sock came off. It wasn't broke, it popped off. And the spring just came off. So I'm still looking for that. So I'm going to be cleaning this. I gotta wash off my wheels. I got parts here for my red cat. I'm working on it. The axle is broke on it. As you could tell where the pin goes in, it broke off of my red cat. So I am in the middle of working on it. I got it sitting off the side behind the camera right now. So I'm going to be cleaning this and getting it out of the way. I got a lot of stuff here, screws and parts from my arrma and my red cat. I gotta get them out of the way. Got some canned air. Kind of blow it out. Now I need to take all the wheels off. Get them clean. This is my turntable I made purposely for this. So put these bolts back on. Okay. I actually got one new tire on there and it's not the same color as the rest of them. It's actually a black tire. And it has a black rim is what I meant to say. It's got a black rim, so it's not like the original tires. And because the original arrma tires are gray. I also will be getting the arrma felony soon. But as you could tell by the camera, there's two different colors in the tires. This one is darker than this one. I have to do it with a light to see it. So as you can tell, the tread, I got more tread on it than I do the other one. The other one bald from being on the road. I like doing a speed run with this truck, and I don't like it because it wears down my tires really bad. And I love doing speed runs. And arrma senton is not good for speed runs. It's for short tracks and dirt tracks and gravel and all that, grass. It's not made for street. So that's why I'm going to be getting the arrma felony. So that way I can go ahead and have a street car. And right now it's the best one on the market right now from arrma. So I'm going to get it and see how good it is. Gotta take the battery out. You can tell there's tons of dirt in here. can tell. Dirt all over the place in this thing. Give me a minute. Okay. These tires are gonna be soaking. I mean, it's scraped all over the bottom. It's hit the road, the bumper has. I mean, it's a flexible bumper. So I'm gonna be washing this too with my tires. They go off over here. Let me hang these back up. There we go. I got my drill right here charging, so that goes down here right now. So now I'm not gonna clean every single thing on this. I'm gonna clean some of it. I also have a guard that's broke off right there at the screw. Let me show you real quick. I don't know where I put that guard, but as you can tell, I got one on this side, but I don't got one on this side. So I need to get that guard on. I'm not really that in a hurry because the main one I need is right here, and it covers the ESC and the motor, and that's good enough. So I don't know when it broke off. It just came off when I took the top off, and I run this thing so much that it's hard for me to keep track. The arrma senton is by far one of the best RC cars I have actually bought. It's my first arrma that I've ever bought. And usually I'm buying off-brand RC cars to fumble around with, like the Red Cat is getting pretty good. They're getting up there with arrma and Traxxas. But I got a WL Toys, and I have a Harleton truck, and they're both kind of off-brand. And I don't mind WL Toys. Their parts are cheap. Their RC cars are little, but they're for beginners, and they're pretty good. They're not bad. So if you want, tell me in the description below what your RC car was. In the comments below. What is your favorite RC car, and what was your first RC car? So let me just clean the bumper here. Cleaning as much as I can. This thing is so dirty. I got some brushes here to take care of some of this dirt. since I'm going to be getting my arrma senton, I am going to have to, let's turn it around. I'm going to have to at least clean up my arrma senton till I get the arrma felony is what I meant to say. So since I'm going to be getting that, I need to clean this one up for a little while because I may not be running it for a while like I used to. But with the arrma felony, I'm going to have to buy 2 3S batteries, and they're going to be 100C batteries. So I'm going to be paying for that. Now, the arrma felony does come with a Spectrum Firma, but I can't afford Spectrum batteries. They are like $75 each. I can't afford that right now. So I'm gonna have to slowly get that up. But the batteries I'm going to be using are 3S 100C G batteries. So they'll work just fine until I can get me some Spectrum smart batteries for it. But as you can tell, I drive my senton really fast and hard. I mean, I'm pretty hard on it. I mean, I even got one of the clips. Clips is gone on this side. I mean, you can tell where I busted it. Clip is gone. The back tail light busted. It's gone. It's been through a lot, but it still keeps on running. Regardless, I can even run it off of 3 tires, and it will still run. So I love arrma. They're good bastards. But I'm telling you, Traxxas is more into innovating their RC cars for different type of stuff, but arrma is more into bashing, and I'm an arrma fan. It's like having Xbox and PlayStation. I'm a PlayStation fan, so I'm not much of an Xbox fan. Get in between this thing and all. My grandfather, he has a trailer, but he has a lot of woods and a lot of pine trees, and I go through the backyard with it every now and then when I go visit my grandfather. And I mean, this thing just act like a vacuum. It's completely full of pine needles. You can tell I got I got pine needles all in it. Get around all this stuff, the steering, and try to get it as clean as I can. I mean, I don't want to clean everything on it, just enough to make it look nice. I mean, it will be setting up for a while, because I kind of got to get used to driving the arrma felony when I get it. I have been wanting that car for a very long time, the arrma felony, and I think I'm gonna get it. I've been so excited to get it, and now since I got the money, I am going to try to get it. Get around all this stuff through here. There's one place that I do need to get to, and that is gearbox and the motor is going to have to come back out. I do have to clean this a lot, pretty often, because dust will get up in there. I did have some flex tape under this. Looks like my chassis is bent. No, it's busted. My chassis is busted. Damn, I may have to get a new chassis. It's cracked all the way through here. I just now found that out. Oh wow. Hitting that damn post really tore it up. I may have to rebuild this. Maybe. Looks like the whole front end from here to here is busted. Where it hit that post so hard. If it wasn't for that, if it wasn't for this, it would have broke it. Wow. So I just hope that it will be fine and run like it's supposed to. Looks like the front end bowed up. I don't know if that's supposed to be normal, but the front end looks like it's bowed. Let me test it out real quick. Man, everything's still runs. So, wow, destroyed the chassis on it. Well, still I'm going to try to clean it up. Get it worked on. Alright. Let the drive shaft out. Okay. I just don't want it to come out. Let's see here. Okay. There we go. Now, the hard part, get the gearbox and the motor out. Okay. Because I do need a clean under it. Get it loose. Now, I do have a project going on with a cheap RC car from Walmart. But that project is at a standstill right now until I can find how to work on the blade that I got made for it. So if y'all are curious on what project I'm working on, please subscribe so you'll know when I make the video. Now I got this slide, but I can't get the other one. Come on. I don't understand what's holding it on there. There we go. Got it off. Gearbox and the motor. As you can tell, there's dirt all in there. I'm going to try to get that cleaned out. But if I can bring the camera up a little bit, you can actually tell where the busting of it is. Right here, all the way down. I hope you can tell. But you can see where the crack is. All the way through here. So it's completely busted. It absorbed all of that hit. So the only thing I can do is buy a new chassis. So I'm gonna have to do a little bit of research and find a new chassis to put on it. I might end up getting a metal chassis if I can find one. So that can't be good. But it's good enough that I can run again. I just have to be easier on it. I can't be hard on it no more, like I usually am. So okay, let's put it back on the stand here. Wow. It busted in. It busted my chassis so bad that this piece right here is broke on the corner right here too. You can tell where it's bent and pulled. I mean that's nuts how much power that shot took to my chassis. Wow, I just noticed when it hit the pole, the shock was so hard that it didn't break, it didn't do no damage to the gearbox. But the gearbox hit back here. I mean, wow. I guess when the front end hit the pole, it bent this, the shock broke my suspension arm, and it shoved my gearbox forward more than what it was supposed to. Wow. I guess the whole chassis bent up when it happened, and it pushed my gearbox into the back of the chassis, putting a chip in it. Wow. So I'm going to have to end up getting a new chassis for it. So I will be making a video about my arrma felony. I'm going to be getting it on Valentine's Day this month. So it's my late birthday present from from my wife. So hopefully I can do that. But it has been a while since I made a video. I'm gonna try to upgrade my volcano, Red Cat volcano. Try to upgrade it, and I'm gonna put Spectrum Firma in it. Right now it's brushed motor. Excuse me, it's brushed motor. So I need to upgrade it. I mean how much I ran this on the road, it barely burnt through these tires. So I'm gonna have to upgrade it, make it better. I'm gonna put a whole new shell on it. So I'm gonna put a whole new shell on it, and you can tell I put a fan on it, on the heat sink, and I'm gonna be putting a new servo in it and everything. And this is a 50C battery, which is not much, but it's a 3S. I got it especially for my Red Cat. So now I got to get this back together. Now I can't put it all back together because I'm getting some new suspension arms for the front end too. I just hope that I can still drive it normally with the crack in it, but eventually I will have to buy a new chassis. So I have abused this truck. I have went through so much with it that it needs to be fixed up, cleaned up, and everything. So that's what I'm going to do. I already put a new servo in it, and I put a new transmitter in it. This is my Fly Sky controller. Fly Sky FS GT 3B. I love this thing. I love it. One of the best controllers I have right now. So I got it programmed for this one. So it came with a Spectrum, but it had problems, so I had to switch out the receiver. So should go in there. Okay, let's see if I get that gear right before I stick it in there. And once that gets stuck right there on the edge again. It's loose, but it won't come off. So I'm just gonna bring it back up. Try to get it off. Sorry about that. Okay. Trying to get this off and it won't come off because I gotta match it. There we go. Okay. That one. I can get it to match that right there. It should work. Should, but it may not. Okay, for some reason, the chassis is not matching with the gearbox. I'm thinking that the wreck that I had recently have adjusted it wrong. It's bit the chassis and now it won't fit back in. Yeah, the chassis won't go back in no more. It's been shoved around so much, it won't fit. Now, so I may have to get a new chassis because there's so much pressure on this gearbox. It will not go back on this. It won't even go in the same slots that it was in, and the gear mesh will not fit no more. It's that much higher than what it's supposed to be in the gears, so it won't match up. This gear right in here will not match up with the gear that's on the front now. I guess that's why it was so hard to get off to begin with. I can try it again and see if it fits this time. Yeah, I can feel it not fitting. I mean, it's like an inch higher than what it was. Let's see, I think I may have it. I'll just bend it up just a little bit. I could feel it not matching. Okay, I'm gonna have to cut the video short. I gotta get this back on. Right now, it won't go back on. I gotta find some way to get it back on. I may have to bend the chassis back to where it was to get it to slide in. Because the chassis is busted up here at the front. And the chassis bent back here in the back. So there ain't much more I could do. But I'm just trying to salvage what I got right now. What started off as just cleaning my senton ended up being me finding a lot of busted stuff in the chassis and back here bent. So the video did not come out the way I wanted it to, but I'm gonna upload it anyway. Please like and subscribe if you like my video. Let me know what your thoughts are about the senton. And give me your thoughts about the arrma felony. If y'all like it, how good it ran. Because I'm going to be buying it. So please give me some info. Give me y'all's thoughts. I like to have some feedback every now and then. So I'm sorry I had to cut this video short. But thank y'all for watching. Talk to y'all later. Peace.